at the 23-yard line.
On the set. Go 50 extra money. Pick me up. Here we go. Get it.
They'll run on first down. Weeks. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. They'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Fielded just inside the 30. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Greystone, Travis. Check 9, check 9.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2. Manning. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
X3, 218, chopper.
Shotgun now for Manning. Open here is Allison. That's complete. Touchdown, LA! Geronimo Allison. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's 2nd and 8. Being chased out left. This one into the hands of Hurd. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll drop the throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going.
61, matchbox right. Go.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Giving 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5. Open man is Samuel, complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Yeah. Hey, Alpha.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Hey, high 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Hey, Wahoo!
second and long. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Hey, orbit. 5.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick here is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On 2nd and 7, Manning. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Box drop.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
22's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Here's Manning to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
60 Pittsburgh.
They fake the handoff. Now Manning. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Geronimo Allison, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 2nd and 2. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They'll set up to throw, and he's got this one complete to Callaway. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
X3, 218, chop. Ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now a handoff here to his running back. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line. Come on.
On 2nd down, Weeks, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
58 Mike. Watch the slip. Watch the slip. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Second and 4. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Defense wins championships, baby. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Now back to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Second and 13. Intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That throw into the arms of Allen. Give him 16 yards on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
16 yards on the play.
On play action, now Manning. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead here Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Throw left side complete. That's Shelton. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 6 yards in the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And to give this time to the tailback. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
X3, 218, chop.
First carry for James Conner. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here we go on 4th down. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. Here we go.
Snap comes at 1. Manning. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a 1st down. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Go.
Now this time, Manning will throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
He's coming. Check him. Ricky.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Manning. He gets this one to Johnson. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. To throw, it's Manning. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On 1st down, Manning. Allen's got it complete. This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Go.
Scoot. They gonna need some therapy after this. 34's the Mike. He's coming. Check him.
Hey, orbit.
Now Manning again. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Protein spill. 5.
On 1st down, Weeks. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Bravo.
I got this.
Let's go. Get set. Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
58, come on. Hey, defense, let's go. Hey, 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
They're going to look to throw. Going for Hurd on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Let's go now. Hey, Delta, 50, plant.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. 34 is the mic. 34 is the mic.
Big grip, big grip.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Adam Thielen, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Hey, Zoo.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Let's go.
Manning now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
That's fielded in the end zone.
The Bengals take over.
Let's go,
first and 10
let's go.
at their own 21-yard line.
Ready up.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. Weeks. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
90, Wolf.
They can't hang with us.
Smooth.
Mike 20.
Look at me. Zipper.
Back to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Greystone, travel.
Mike. Let's go, defense.
Five.
On 1st and 10 is counter. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's it. Big hit.
A gain of 9 brings up
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Go. Get it.
On 2nd down now, Weeks. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Keanu Neal brought him down. A gain of 3 on the play. And
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Weeks. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try the left side. Weeks. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Just like that. Just like that.
Check 61. Matchbox lights. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Go.
Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Oh, here we go.
Hey, Haywood.
He'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
And they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, check. 3 down. Patch it.
Go.
Mike 38. Hey, let's get in that hole.
Go.
Back to throw. Manning. Throw left side on target to Thielen. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Buying time, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Charlie.
Manning to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Ready. 8 read.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
We won it. Come. Hey, echo. 5.
To throw is Manning. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 38.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now Manning. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
sets up 4th down.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Give me some. Give me some.
Manning to throw for it on 4th. Throwing left side, it's complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
60 or.
Focus, defense, focus.
He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And now it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go, go.
Mike 38, Mike 38, Mike 38. Go. 38 to Mike. On deck, pump.
Mike 38, Mike 38. Stay with
Hey, orbit. Snap.
One final try now for Manning. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. Well, Charles.